What is going on, SHIBARMY? This is your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on today's video, guys, we're going to do a continuation from yesterday's video. And it was entitled SHIBARMY, I Was Right. SHIBARIUM is doing this. So quick recap of the video. And before I get started, make sure you smash that like button. Consider subscribing. Definitely love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about today's video. So yesterday, a quick recap of that video. I said I was right. One of the things that I said I was right about, which I made, that I talked about maybe 6 months ago, or probably even longer. Like I definitely need to find that video so that way I can show you guys what so that way you guys can see the proof of what I said. But a quick summary of what I said, I stated that one of the biggest advantage that Shibarium have versus other project is the community aspect. Like if you are building on Shibarium and you're doing things legitimately, you're going to be able to get support not only from different projects such as K9 Finance, Wolf Swap, all these different tokens that's out there, because a lot of the ecosystem, they kind of bleed together. You'll have people that's in Bad Idea, that's also in Roar, that's also in Leash, and all these sub communities could intermingle with each other. So this is what I mean by the support aspect. So people who are leaving Shibarium, yes, they were saying like there's not enough volume, there's not this and that, but the trade off that they were missing out on is the community aspect. Because again, if people don't know about your token, you could get on any chain that you want to get onto and you're still not going to be able to produce the volume, because at the end of the day, people don't know you. And if you're not building community first, and if you're building dev first type of incentive and you don't have that big of a capital, then nobody is going to see your token. And again, if you look at all the different tokens that left Shibarium, I mean, numbers speak for themselves. Like their numbers as far as like the token price as well as volume, it's not even better than when they were on Shibarium. So that's essentially what I was talking about on yesterday's video. So to follow up with it, not even 24 hours later, and again, this is just proving my point, you get that type of support. Because Lucy, because Shiba's in, which is Shibarium Update, made the post about Roaring Kitty. Guess who started talking? We got an article written about us, guys, today. And it says Shiba Inu team reveals the hottest token on Shibarium. Guess who was that? They literally just saw Lucy's post, and look who's included in there. Roar. So this right here gives us free exposure, free marketing, just because, guys, we are one of the first tokens, or one of the not first token, but one of the few meme tokens that is on Shibarium and is actively trying to push Shibarium. And this is why, guys, I said, like, man, I'm bullish on Roaring Kitty, because it not only helped, you know, my bag, but it's also going to be helping Shibarium, which I also have a big bag and bone as well too. So this is what we like to see. So it says, the article goes in. It's a short article, but it highlights Roar, gave a little feature about like when we started. Launched in September 2022. Initially, it said it initially went live on Ethereum blockchain and has a nice expanded in its presence to Shibarium, Shiba Inu's layer 2 scaling solution. So again, this is the type of exposure that we're getting because we are one of the few tokens that is on Shibarium. And again, we have like our budget, as a community is legit zero. We operate based upon donation from the community. And yeah, most project would dream to have their token being featured on the crypto basic or getting exposure like this. Again, this is something that is very, very overlooked. And here it is again. Here she was in Shibarium updates, made a post, a picture of a cat, and have Roaring Kitty on there. You have Special K, which is a mod. Guess what? He was talking about the article. He started posting us as well too. 1,561 views, just based upon his impression with Roaring Kitty. Like again, this is the type of exposure. And look what they're doing right now. They're asking, and these are people within leadership, as you could say, like within the Sheep ecosystem, who's in charge of Discord and mods and stuff like that. They're asking, which Shibarium coin do you see doing this? Not a lot of not a lot of coins that is on Shibarium. So when we come in here, guess what we start doing? We start raiding, and guess what, guys? It just only makes it easier for more people to be able to see Roaring Kitty. Now we also got a influencer, Crypto Marxist. He has a popular YouTube channel talking about Shiba Inu and its ecosystem, being the fact that now Roaring Kitty is on Shibarium. Look, he reposts Lucy's tweet. He says, "True, I might have to do a video for them, guys." Again, this is how Shiba Inu exploded, based upon influencers, based upon marketing, based upon the community doing its part. And I truly believe this is how we're going to see Roaring Kitty have that huge, huge run. Oh, I didn't realize I was not following him. Let me go ahead and follow Crypto Marxist. But yeah, it says, even though I don't hold yet, they are by far the best community on Shibarium. Congratulations, you earned this recognition. Big shout out to Crypto Marxist, and he's going to be making a video on his YouTube channel about Roaring Kitty. And again, that is more exposure. Here's another thing too. K9 Finance. This is a huge, a huge project when it comes to Shibarium. But look what they had to say about us today. So I'm going to play the clip really quick, so that way you guys could hear and understand why I'm making this such a big deal. So let me just mute my mic and play this real quick.
And without giving a whole hell of a lot of details, what I will say is I've talked to a few people to make sure that we've got guests at these spaces that are going to make the attendance worth having, that there should be plenty of partners and stuff pulling up to this. And we should get plenty of support from what I would consider to be the bulk of the Shiba Inu community and Shibarium community, because frankly, the amount of people that are getting airdrops as a part of this,
All right, so he's talking
that
about
may
the
not have even
airdrops,
participated in K9,
like
should
how
be
you're going to
incentive
be able to
enough
get
for
some
some of them to
airdrop
show
with
up and be like,
K9
"Yay, this is
Finance.
cool." So ideally, it would be great if that's what happened, because there's a lot of communities involved in this, and I would like to give you some examples now, because as we get closer and
All right,
closer,
so he's going to
this is
talk
my
about the
last time to
examples
spill the beans.
of
So
how
as a
some
result
people
of you
could get
listening to
some
the
free
show,
airdrop
I'm going to
with
give you
K9
some of
Finance.
the upcoming airdrop qualifiers that I haven't talked about before here, maybe to
These are the
confirm some things,
qualifiers,
because I
so
made a
listen up,
post
guys.
talking about which communities should be included in this. So I want to give you some examples. This is not the entire inclusive list, but this is just examples of people I would want to see hanging out at our spaces on Sunday or posting about our upcoming airdrop, because you needn't even held the K9. Like, if any of these things apply to you, then you definitely need to log into this DApp and at least check it out. If you're a leash holder on Ethereum, if you've ever traded on the Curve DEX on Ethereum, if you're a bad idea holder on the Ethereum chain, or an LTD holder, or Shifu, a Shiro holder, both newer SHIB partners that join the community later, they're all included. Nero is included in this. If you're a Shiboshi holder, you're going to receive XP for that. If you have history participating on Lido or Aave, because K9 is doing that, if you're doing that, you're probably going to get some XP for that. So do you have any land in the Shibaverse? Well, you're going to get XP for that. You need to make sure you've got all that ready to go. Those are examples on Ethereum. What about on Shibarium? What would you expect? What are some of the projects you think I heard from that were in the comment section? Have you ever used WoofSwap on Shibarium? Well, probably that interaction might have mattered. You might need to be able to check your wallet on that. Or what if you've delegated to a validator over there? Have you participated in validator delegation on Shibarium? What about holding Roar? Do you have any Roar? I know there's a lot of community members that post about Roar all the time. Even in the comments for K9, I get the cat pictures with the bandana all the time. I know about you, and we included you in the airdrop. And
you see that this is all based upon us rating as a community. This is why I say rating works. This is how they're able to see it, and this is how we were able to get included for the airdrop. So if you guys are trying to get some airdrops on Shibarium, yeah, by simply buying Roaring Kitty on Shibarium, you're gonna be eligible to being able to receive airdrops. So big shout out to the K9 crew, the K9 Finance, and this is what it's all about. And again, this would not have been possible had we just been stationary and only on Ethereum chain. And I'll leave you guys with this last piece of information before I leave. And that, again, the karma points, being the fact that it is currently live, It is huge. The reason why I feel like it's huge, it is a tracker for what you have been doing, and this could mean potential treat reward. Now, I'm not saying that it's 100% going to be treat reward. I'm just saying what I am assuming it might be. So, again, one way that you can get a part of this is by, again, you can swap and buy Roaring Kitty on Shibarium on Shiba Swap, um, and just for you to get your XP up, so that way you could get some free rewards. But really, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this part 2 of this video. Random Arts guys signing off. Hey!